Would Chelsea qualify for the Champions League next season? This is the battle of the top four, and Chelsea are not giving up. It was a 90 minutes plus 12 minutes of intense moments coming from the Stamford Bridge Stadium as Chelsea actually hosted Tottenham Hotspur in this London derby. One goal is what actually ended this particular fixtures, and Chelsea has 3 points to their name. They are now back in the fourth position with 52 points ahead of Manchester City, who actually won their yesterday match. Well, they are sitting with 52 points ahead of Man City, who has 51 points. Will Chelsea actually qualify for the Champions League next season? Guys, let me hear that in the comment section. With this kind of play, they have 9 matches to play. Well, we are going to see that unfold. Enzo Maresca was really tense in this particular match. Watching this particular match for him was very intense for him, because he was waiting for the 90 minutes or 90 plus 12 minutes to be over, as he was giving a reaction of, "Ref, please blow the whistle and let's win this particular match," because it was really not an easy one for him to actually contain his emotion in this particular match. Well, Chelsea were not really brilliant when it comes to converting chances. I want to give kudos to Enzo. Enzo scored the goal, the only goal that actually counted in this particular match. And I also want to give kudos to some other players who actually outdo themselves in this particular match. They came out, they played, they actually raised the flag of Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge. The likes of Kopama, the likes of the midfielder Casedo really, even after being injured, he had to manage himself and also score that goal was a screamer. That was a very wonderful goal coming from Casedo, but unfortunately, the video assistant referee actually ruled out this particular goal due to offside. Now, you saw how many minutes it took for them to be able to come to a conclusion and say, "Hey, this is offside," and that is why the FA has actually introduced what we call the semi-automated offside technology. This will give us results in real time. It has been tested in the quarter-final stages of the FA competition. Now they are going to be introducing it to the Champions League come April. The English Premier League, I beg your pardon, come April 12th. And this will actually rule out that time wasted. And that is why they were able to give Chelsea 12 minutes after the 90 minutes. It was really not an easy one for Chelsea to be able to manage, because even at a point, Sanchez, their goalkeeper, was actually doing what we call time wastage. And remember, in new season to come, we are going to be seeing new rules come when it comes to time wastage. Immediately you hold the ball 8 seconds without kicking the ball out of your goalpost, it becomes a corner kick. And trust me, there will be more corners that will be played in a particular match for keepers and who want to waste time because they believe they are in better position. Well, this is really not an impressive performance coming from Chelsea, who is also involved in the Club World Cup. Remember, after this competition, after they are done with playing their conference, after they are done with playing their EPL, they still have a tournament to play in. And the tournament holds over $125 million for whoever gets to win this particular competition, which is the Club World Cup. This is not a very good performance for Chelsea to go and play against the big boys who are going to be playing this competition. And you cannot be waiting for the referees to be able to say, blow this particular time so that we can manage the goal that we have scored. One goal is really not enough. And trust me, Tottenham Hotspur has really been at their very worst this season. Imagine losing to Chelsea, who are really not at their great form. That's to tell you that Tottenham Hotspur is really not a good team. And I'm really sad to actually watch Son actually play in that team. But trust me, age-wise, I think the fear of unknown has really not made him to want to leave Tottenham Hotspur at this period, because trust me, that's a fine player. Right now, he's really not doing the most for that particular team, and I think if he has a good age at his side, he would have ought to leave that particular side, but unfortunately, he's still sticking to the Tottenham Hotspur side. Well, this is really not a total bad one for Chelsea, because at least a lonely goal is enough to give them that 3 points. But this is something they could improve on going forward, because they still have 9 matches to play. Guys, let me know if you think Chelsea will be able to qualify at the end of this particular tournament to the Champions League next season. Guys, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one.